is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Sponsored by a live credit union.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Fleet and Footy. I am Stuart Weber alongside Llerandi, and we start with a look high above the future stadium site for your Jacksonville Armada. What's the latest down there, Lou? What do we got going on? I see the telephone poles are still up. We got to work on those, but that bottom right quadrant appears to have been leveled out pretty nicely there. I like the leveling.
I really like that little...
Somebody did some donuts in the top right. Is that you, Lou? Did you get up in there?
I can't say I was in there. I usually park across the street when I do access the site, but
that little southern spot with
but I do like our little porta potty island. It's got a little bit of green around it. It's like the only kind of thing that's got green around it. I don't know.
Don't call it porta potty island. That's not a...
The only little bit of infrastructure, of course.
Is it raining? It's raining down there right now.
Of course, as soon as
Look at that. No, this is good timing.
Okay.
A little first alert for you.
There's some action going on now.
Some rain downtown. I didn't know, and now I know. There you go. How about that? I enjoy seeing some rain on the weather cam, but a good chance to take a look at the site, continuing to be leveled, clearing out all the old infrastructure, getting ready for new infrastructure, and away we go for the Jacksonville Armada. Hey, happy Thursday. I hope everyone's having a great day so far, and excited to talk a little soccer here for the next hour with Big Lou. And we got a wide range of topics to get to for sure. But we got to get started, of course, with the outfit of the day for Louis Llerandi.
This is
and
true.
A little backstory as to why we're rocking the gear that we're rocking here today, Big Lou.
Yeah, I've got the classic BK hat on because it's our game of the week here on Action Sports Jax 24/7 between Bishop Kenny and University Christian.
That's right.
Oh,
yep,
yeah. And I also have a very, very cool Armada goalkeeper jersey on.
You did the right thing, and you did some color matching. Editor's note, Louis Llerandi, not a Bishop Kenny High School graduate.
Not a Bishop Kenny High School graduate, but, as a Catholic schoolboy growing up, would go down and watch some BK high school football games all the time, and got to, I did their basketball camps, baseball camps.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to meet a few cool people being at Bishop Kenny High School. Hambone, if you want to throw up that little pic there.
I was gonna say you're almost referencing like we have some documentation of the early days. How many, by the way, pictures of young Lou do we have?
We've got some, but
to showcase on this show? Because I feel like this is now multiple times we've done this. We did Marcos Flores, right?
Marcos Flores, Miguel Gallardo.
Yeah.
I've been in some pretty cool places.
Chad Ochocinco.
We've had on here. Oh, look at that.
Look at this young lad with the boat. Hanging out with the boat at Bishop Kenny.
This is right after the boat gets drafted from the Knights. Had a fantastic run there. National champions, I believe.
No, stop it. Hamby. Yeah, thank you,
Oh,
Hamby.
wow.
Hamby.
Hamby? I thought Hamby was going to bite on that one.
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right.
No.
They do play tonight, though. Go Knights.
They do get the season
That
started.
was my
here
first
tonight.
college. That was my first college. Go Knights, charge on.
How long were you there for?
Semester.
One semester?
One semester.
Okay.
One semester.
All right. Came on back.
Oh, baby.
I had my fair few football games there. It was a bad year, though. That was a really bad year. I think it was 2020. It was a bad year. This is a great year. We had a lot of hope and excitement for the Jags this year. This was the uniform change year, like we were talking about earlier. I'm rocking a BK hoodie there. I don't think.
Okay, out of the shot.
Yeah,
but
so
you were still a possible future Bishop Kenny student at that point.
I took the entrance exam into Bishop Kenny.
Did you pass?
Oh.
Is that why you didn't go there? I don't know.
Did I pass?
I don't know. You didn't go there.
Now,
I'm just saying.
Stuart.
But excited to have Bishop Kenny on our high school football game of the week, the Friday Night Blitz. That is coming up tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Of course, you can watch it live right here where you're watching this program on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. And then we'll get into the Zone Blitz at 8 o'clock as well. So high school football ramping up, but that's not what we're here to talk about today.
It's not.
Although, tie it back together to soccer. Shout out to Bishop Kenny for hosting the Armada U23 boys first season. That was a fun season. I enjoyed the views of covering the high school the Armada soccer matches at Bishop Kenny High School.
It's one of the
other than
best
balls
views.
going into the river.
Yeah, we had a couple ball boys lined up on the edge of the river there, but the views at that stadium are, I mean, amazing, amazing. Where is the game actually?
It's at Bishop Kenny.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
So that'll be good.
So join Brody McGuff and Noah Schlicksup on the call for that one. We'll have that one for you coming up tomorrow night, and a whole lot more high school football. So that is your outfit of the day. I just went representing brands. That's all I've.
Yeah, you wanted to.
That's what I do.
Buddy it up with the hats today.
What's that?
You wanted to pair up with the hats.
I've only got one BK hat. I think one day I might put him in a Fernandina Beach hat. I definitely think I might have 2 of those.
I don't know if I'll wear a Fernandina Beach hat.
Oh, come on, Stuart.
I didn't go there. What am I going to wear a hat from a high school I didn't go to?
I agree with that.
I love the merch. You know I'm a merch guy.
We know.
I'm a merch guy.
I mean, you have to wear clothes. I get that, but you don't have to wear clothes branded with things that you're not affiliated with.
I think the last time I wore this was probably playing baseball in middle school, in 8th grade, circa 8th grade.
Okay, well.
So
I'm glad
making an appearance again.
I'm glad we could use it to help promote our high school football coverage here coming up tomorrow night.
I'm like a NASCAR driver, Stuart. I got to promote all the shows,
You want to promote another show?
We can.
Cup date, baby.
Cup day. Come on, promote the Cup day.
I set it up for you. I set it up.
Appreciate that. Yeah, of course, the Cup date every week. We'll see how many more weeks we do it here. Football season gets rough, man. It's always a question mark of when we're going to end that show for the year. But we did one this week, recapping Daytona where I was last week, so that was good as well. All right, let's get back to the soccer. Let's talk about the Jacksonville Armada Youth Academy, the MLS Next Academy, getting a chance to kind of start their season, but not quite yet. The season technically starts in a couple weeks, but they were able to play a good friendly on the road. And Lou, I believe you were there.
Yeah, down the street.
Tell me about it. What was the experience like as they got to take on the Flagler Saints?
I love that little soccer complex, that Saints Field complex that they have down there. The baseball field is awesome now. I've now seen the additions, but the boys got to go face against a very good college team, number 1 in the Peach Conference? Peach Belt Conference preseason poll team.
Okay.
Men's Flagler soccer. So. Big task to try to beat them. Obviously didn't get the result, but I think a really good learning moment for all the players that participated. It was really good for them to see what the level is, and honestly, you could see as the game got on, they grew into it, and I think it was all positive, to be honest. Elmar Bolowich, got to talk to him a little bit after the game, and he's excited for the new season and the new players that he's brought. I know Nico Teffert is a very big name that we announced just this past week, came from another club here in Jacksonville. That's him right there. I think Rafa Eckert also had a fantastic game playing from at the center back position, coming from the JFC MLS 2 team. So making that step up was a really big deal for him. Isaiah Zore wearing the captain's armband, one of the few returning players from last season. Garrett Adams in goal right there was a crucial piece to the Armada's practice squad day in and day out this summer for the U23s. And just some lovely shots here at that little field. I really do love it. The game got pushed back a day, really supposed to be played on a Saturday. It got rained out, but the field held up really well. And it was a really nice day out. It was hot, Stuart. It was hot, though.
Yeah, it was like a Sunday at 1 or 11?
Yeah,
11?
Yeah.
Early, yeah. Shout out to Coach Coombs, obviously, and the Saints. And I think one of the cool things is the connection between the two programs, right? We've seen it now over really the whole existence of the U23s where major contributors have come from that Flagler program. We'll bring in some JU, some UNF, those Division I guys. But look, the difference in talent level between a Division I program and a Division II in college soccer, it's not very big. We'll say that for sure. And we've seen it with Jed Bowman and Miles Shanley really being leaders on the team for the Armada men's under-23 team the last couple years. And they all come from that Flagler system, from that program where they've had a great amount of success. Obviously, the Saints had a great season last year. And hoping to build on that this year. That is certainly their hope coming up for this upcoming fall season. By the way, go and check them out. Their home opener will be on September 9th against Embry-Riddle, the Aeronautical University.
Nice.
I think they'll take a bus here, though, from Daytona. They won't fly.
And I believe the women's Saints get started this weekend on Saturday at noon. I can't tell you the name of the other team, but I do remember seeing that somewhere. I will confirm that, though.
Eckerd.
Eckerd. There you go.
Yeah. Used to be connected to all the Winn-Dixies, remember? No. Going too far back. Hamby, anything? Eckerd's little department store that was always, or not department, like a.
Got nothing.
No, nothing. It's like a Walgreens type store. They used to all be like right next to the Winn-Dixies. Eckerd's.
Kmart.
No, not quite to that level. That's okay. Fine. If anyone at home knows what I'm talking about with Eckerd's, I'm pretty sure they're all gone. But what can you do? Speaking of random references, I had a good time yesterday. I got a chance to join Scott Kornberg on the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp broadcast that was on FanDuel Sports Network across the state of Florida. And we made some very random references throughout the course of that broadcast. Some with some soccer connections as well, which, we can get into that a little bit later on in the program. But I do love me a good reference. And if anybody knows what Eckerd's is, shout out to you back there at home watching and enjoying the show.
Yeah, like you mentioned, though, the season's getting started here in just a couple weeks. I was mistaken. I thought it was getting started up a little bit sooner, but I think I just melded those preseason games all into one. We got the first match coming up here.
We're back to talking about the U19s.
Yes, versus IMG. Well, everyone, too.
Yeah, the whole squad.
Every school, every team plays.
19s, 17s, and 16s.
Will play on September 13th versus IMG, which very big matchup. And we'll have the whole schedule confirmed a little later this week. So look out for the graphic.
Next week's show, we will have a graphic for the full schedule.
We will have the graphic.
But we're giving you the inside information now so you can plan ahead. IMG match, is that here or Bradenton?
It's here.
Okay, good.
And then
so Patton Park, the destination, on the 13th of September.
Yep. And then the next weekend, I think Section 904 will want to come out for this one. The U17s play Inter Miami at home. It's always a big one. I always like seeing the Section 904 banners next to the MLS Next guys. They really appreciate it. It's something that we don't get anywhere else in MLS Next. So the fact that those guys come out and support is awesome, and I think those players really feel it on that field.
All right, so a couple to look forward to here to start the season for the Academy. Practices well underway, work being done, more signings being announced There'll
still be more signings.
You staggered them out.
Yes.
They're all on the team already.
Yeah, look at Armada FC Pro Academy on Instagram. There'll be some more signings today being announced.
What time do you have it scheduled to go
out? Maybe after the show.
Okay. Go give them a follow, by the way.
I'm doing very well right now. I'm doing very well.
With the socials?
On the Academy side, it's impressive. The connection to MLS Next has helped this club tenfold, and you're really seeing that this is the top level of youth soccer in the United States.
Yeah, without a doubt. Got the MLS name behind it, so no doubt that they are certainly helping with that and pushing the game forward. And go check out the boys in blue or black. Do they have the same kits as last year?
It is.
Okay. Well, they were great kits, so
those black kits.
Yeah, we love them. Love them.
We just started handing out the new kits.
Oh, are they excited?
Yeah. Especially the guys the U16s that are coming into it. Sure. They're really excited. Yeah.
Now, would some of the guys who were 16s last year and are now 17s, do they get new numbers? Because they're going up, right? They're coming up the ecosystem.
Don't quote me, but I don't think so. Maybe some of them did.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because if I remember, the first 40 numbers kind of went to the U19s.
Yes.
And then it was almost linebackers and offensive linemen, 40s and 50s. That was the U17s.
You were right.
And then the super high numbers, like the 70s and 80s, tight ends, wide receivers, would go to the U16s.
That I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's kind of jumbled up this year, if we're being honest.
Okay. So some of the kids got to keep their number from the other one. And
I
take it with them. Maybe.
I think a lot of them wanted
continuity.
I think a lot of them liked their number.
I mean, you got to grow to like it.
Hamby,
you numbers guy?
Not really.
No, you just give whatever they give you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a numbers guy. I've got my favorites.
What was your number that you wanted to play with?
In soccer? I actually play with 14.
That was mine.
No.
That's my Twitter handle.
There you go. That's right, Jason Hamby, 14.
Oh yeah.
Give him the follow.
Once you're done playing though, don't you kind of have to lose the number off the handle?
Yeah, probably should.
Just saying,
Should I change my handle?
Do you? I mean, I've said it for a while that you
This is a
should.
big decision on
You
Fleet
should.
Footy.
You should go to Hamby AS Jacks at some point, or Jason AS
yeah.
Jacks. Probably Hamby.
It would definitely be Hamby.
Hamby AS Jacks, I would think, would make more sense. I like us all being under the umbrella, personally.
I like it.
But that also might not be a Stuart decision. Feels like a Brent Martineau decision
Truth.
that would require his consulting. But so if you guys were on the same team, you wouldn't get to wear the same number. Hamby, do you wear a number for your baseball coaching?
No, coaches, no numbers.
Okay, but do you have a jersey, or you like?
No, it's more pullover.
Okay,
Yeah.
because the big leagues,
We do wear pants.
you do wear the pants. Do
But
you wear
no jersey.
spikes?
No.
Okay,
No.
pants and sneakers.
Yes.
Okay, the pants in case you have to slide somewhere.
Just get me out there in shorts.
Okay,
I wish.
this isn't the live tour. Come on. Interesting. Okay, because big league. Of course, they managers wear numbers.
Look just like the players.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Carpenter would be ready to go in. He probably should have gone in the 8th or 9th yesterday for the Shrimp.
Probably could have gotten a couple more outs.
Could have got a win. Just saying. All right, back we come. We'll pull it back in, rein it in, Stuart. Let's talk about a little Armada history, shall we? And this week in Armada history, Lou, where are we going? When are we going? Really? Looks like we're going back to Indianapolis.
Indianapolis 2017. This is the legendary Jack Blake scoring a fantastic hat trick here. Puts the Armada up 3-0. We actually end up winning this game 3-2. But just the goals.
There's the baby in the belly celebration.
Yeah, a classic. Just the goals that he scores in this game. This is a fantastic outside the box shot, lasered into the bottom.
Yeah. Positioning is key.
And the next two, maybe we got some others highlights sprinkled.
We got a save in there.
The next two goals from him are free kick goals, which is a crazy way to score a hat trick.
Yeah. Got a little wall there.
Boom.
Oh,
my goodness.
Beauty.
It's in front of 8,000 people, stunning the Indy 11 fans.
Indy 11 did bring it
that's
during,
right, the classic
during our time.
Jack Blake Selly.
Oh, did he do the?
Yeah, that
okay.
was the classic, the Archer Selly.
Sure.
I remember this goalkeeper. I remember
Keeper
that
not
guy.
having a good day.
He was like old and dusty. Evan Bush. Evan Bush.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's the fans.
Hopefully Evan Bush doesn't watch the pod. I just call them.
He might be watching.
Call them old and dusty.
That's not very nice of you.
Tom
that's
Benz.
beauty. Yeah, that's a beaut right there. I do see. We got the NASL gear
Ooh,
represented today. By the way,
shout.
since we're showing NASL highlights, and I saw the stinger go. Shout out. R.I.P. A little bit of both. To our NASL days. All right, what was that? Another save we got in
Yeah,
here?
I believe.
Oh, he got a save in there.
All right. Evan Bush.
Sets up another
the
set
next
piece,
clip
maybe?
is the second free
Is that
kick.
Castrion taking a rip out there, Jaime?
I don't know.
You're already out at that point. Oh, here we go.
This
Let's
is
see.
even. Look at that. Oh, come on.
I don't know. I feel like that's. Is that the wall? I feel like
Is
that's
that Evan
wall.
Bush being dusty?
No, I think that's like wall responsibility. Like the wall should
Look
have
at
been.
all those names.
Oh, that was
Steinberger.
Gerhardt. Sorry, this is Gerhardt, who we saw a moment ago. Yeah, all these names bring me back. Unhappy.
Stunned.
Unhappy. All right, enough just dogging on the keeper. All right, yeah. I missed some trips to Indy.
Yeah, Jack Blake. I think he ended up going to the Rowdies after us.
Okay.
Had a pretty successful career, Jack Blake.
Didn't I feel like one of our players maybe went to Indy after this? Did somebody go to Indy? I'm trying to remember. Maybe Steinberger. Where'd he go?
The Rowdies, actually.
Did he go to the Rowdies
Yeah, I
too?
think
Did everybody
so.
go to the Rowdies?
I think so.
Goodness
They
gracious.
just wanted to stay in Florida, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Zach Steinberger now a real estate agent in
Okay.
Tampa Bay.
All right. Shout out.
Shout out.
If you have any real estate needs
Shout out
in
Zach
the Bay
Steinberger.
Area, go talk to Zach. He's got you covered.
Nice guy.
He was nice, yes. All right, so that's your little week in Armada history from way back in 2017, 8 years
back.
ago. That was a minute. Ago. We want to give a shout out to one of the members of the Armada women's under 23 team. And look, I feel like we're having to do this almost every week now, and we love it. We absolutely love getting a chance to spotlight players that are moving on to the next level. First off, shout out Lizanne Fogarty. Once again, player of the match for a second straight match for her squad. And now Maddie Williams signing a pro contract with Sporting Calsa. Calsa? Get that?
Yeah, I didn't look up pronunciation.
I don't see any other way you could do that one.
Yeah.
We're going with it. So we saw that one come across the wire that Maddie, who was one of our international players this past summer, came over and spent the summer with the Fleet. Now back in the UK and getting a chance to jumpstart that pro career, which is really exciting news for Maddie to have that opportunity.
Yeah, it's been cool that she got the opportunity to come over here and really showcase herself. We were able to get a lot of film for her through the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Hey.
So I think that really helped the visibility of a lot of these players. It raises their profile. It makes it seem more legitimate. And I really do believe that the Armada is a huge stepping stone in a lot of these girls' careers to the professionals.
I think we got a graphic there for Maddie to give her a shout out for making it there overseas. And by the way, the chat confirming Jack Blake with the Indy 11.
Nice.
He has been since 2023. So I was somewhere in the right vicinity. He also played for the Rowdies in 18. As we pop in the chat, say hello to our Section 904 friends. Once again, jumping in. Bush was at the end of his shelf life. Yes, indeed. Indeed he was. And Liz is on fire. We love to see it. We love to see all of our players getting a chance to go on and do some big things. So shout out to them. And shout out to Maddie for earning that opportunity to go and play overseas, which is awesome. All right, let's move on to Micah Thomas, shall we? Micah Thomas, a player who spent his time with the Armada men's under 23 team last summer and then earns his spot in the MLS draft. Picked up by Charlotte.
Number 7 overall.
7th overall. And now this season playing for Crown Legacy. And tell me about the performance he put together.
Yeah, Micah, like you mentioned, drafted by Charlotte, was able to really get ingrained with the first team this summer, played their whole preseason tour and got to play with, some names like Wilfred Zaha, but has been very successful at Crown Legacy, which is Charlotte FC's MLS Next Pro squad. And really, they've been doing a fantastic job this season. They've been signing a ton of players and really developing them in that system. And sometimes they don't even make it to the Charlotte FC team. They just move them straight on for profit, Stuart. It's really impressive what's been happening over there in Carolina. But Micah Thomas gets the start, and actually a pretty special start, because Jacksonville FC was up in Charlotte playing some tournament matches. So
playing well in some tournament matches,
yes,
by the way. I think they won a couple.
We're
trophies.
able to get tickets into this match.
Hey, nice.
Micah Thomas scores his first goal of his pro career for Crown Legacy. He also picked up a cheeky little assist just prior to that goal. Crown Legacy ended up winning the game 6-0 over Inter Miami.
Really? 6?
Yes. And another record got broken. A player also came off the bench and scored a hat trick for the first hat trick in club history.
As a substitute,
which is pretty impressive.
Here's the assist,
Here's
by the way. You saw the goal.
Assist.
Saw the goal a second ago.
Plays it early.
Ball. Like the long ball sent ahead. Brought down. And there you go. What's Miami doing there?
Sleeping.
Just
Sleeping. They spent all their money on the first team, I think.
Is this a little disconcerting for you that the MLS Next Pro team from Miami?
I think that team is so disconnected from that first team, it's not even funny.
Well, that's not good.
I know, I know, but that's just how it's run right now. I think
this kit, by the way.
Oh, that's a really good kit.
That's a cool kit.
I've been trying to acquire some MLS Next Pro kits.
I'd
say only a few.
Yeah, but it's like a temporary thing because you can't rock them once we're playing them.
Stuart, I know.
I'm saying, like,
I can't rock the jerseys as fashion. I like
no, if
rocking
we're in the
jerseys.
same league as a team, you
I
absolutely
know.
cannot rock their jersey.
I can't rock it on the show but in private, I'm not allowed to rock the jersey. You
No.
on the street.
I will find you, and I will shame you.
What if it's a Micah Thomas jersey? All right.
It would still be a competitor.
Come on now.
Now, you could take that jersey and get it framed and put it in the Armada offices.
There you go. I like that.
Do that.
Now I like that idea.
Or how about this? Wait till Micah makes it to Charlotte in the MLS.
There you go.
Then get that one.
There you go.
Okay.
I like that idea, Storm.
All right. I like that idea, too. I also like the idea of taking a break. So we're going to do that. We are going to take a break here on Fleet and Footy. Appreciate everybody joining us for the show. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. If you want to talk about anything in the world of soccer, let us know. We're certainly going to talk a little Grimsby. We've got that in the lineup. What scenes? Absolute scenes, as they would say. We'll talk a little NWSL history as well, and some college soccer from around here in North Florida. And shout out to Maddie. Maddie Williams played for the Armada women's under-23 team this past summer, signing with Sporting Tulsa in England. So congrats to her and good luck on her pro career. We'll be right back here on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home. Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net. After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Campion Law will fight for you till the bitter end. We suffered several injuries along with the car being totaled. They checked on us literally almost every day for the next 2 weeks, just making sure, are you okay? Do you need anything? Even Chris was texting us, like, what can we get you? Campion cares.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
And welcome back to Fleet and Footy here in the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 studios. That's right. Good point there, Big Lou.
That was a solid one for me.
Well done. It was cool. We had Coach Jenkins from Edward Waters Football in the studio earlier for the Brett and Austin show. I was tuning in, and they just started talking about jiu-jitsu, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Nice for Austin Lane to have somebody to talk some jiu-jitsu with.
What about I tuned in the other day and I saw a 6-foot manta ray sitting in my seat.
I think he might have been in that seat.
Okay.
Razor.
Yeah.
That's Rayzor.
I gave him a shout out.
Razor Ray,
on
is that what
X.
it is?
Yeah.
It's not. It should be like Razor Ramon.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Shout out Razor Ramon.
I gave him a shout out on X.
You did. I saw that. I think it might have got retweeted by FSCJ.
It did.
Yeah. Look at you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rays.
Shout out. Did you spend a semester there too?
I haven't. No,
Okay. Not yet?
That's on the list.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
Throw
It's
it
on
in
the
there at
list.
some point.
Yeah.
Well, they have lots of great programs, Lewis, that you can jump into if you ever want to further your education.
They do.
Shout out FSCJ.
They got a little campus in Yulee. Shout out Nassau County.
Yes, indeed. All right, so I wanted to bring this up.
This is fantastic.
It is tremendous because on the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp broadcast yesterday, myself and Scott Kornberg, who's the voice of the Shrimp, got into talking about Victor Mesa Jr., who is a player on the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp right now, and a huge Lionel Messi fan. He wears number 10, and this was right around the time that Messi made his way to Miami, and Mesa, I think, had just been signed as like a 17-year-old with the franchise, so with the organization.
Wasn't there Victor Mesa at one point? Is this him?
I don't know what his middle name is.
Okay.
It's possible.
I remember there was a Victor Mesa on the Marlins at one point, but I remember this picture dropping, and this was a very good crossover.
Yeah, and so somewhere in a closet in one of his mansions, Messi does have a Victor Mesa Jr., and so, it's cool that he wears the same number, right? And so basically on the broadcast, I intimated that he'd be watching the game live. And then I found out that they were actually playing at the exact same moment. So he wasn't able to watch it live, but I'm sure he DVR'd it and went back and watched to see what Victor Mesa did, which included a home run.
He did.
Good outing from Mesa. So there you go.
Did Messi score?
Messi scored twice.
Oh, wow.
In fact, segue. Let's jump ahead.
Let's do it.
We'll come back
It's perfect.
We'll come back and talk some
it's
college
perfect.
soccer here in a little bit. But you want to talk some Leagues Cup.
Leagues Cup.
And so we had that a little lower down in the rundown, Hamby, but we'll jump into it now and talk some Leagues Cup because we had the Sunshine. What is there a technical name for the derby?
Clásico del Sol. I actually looked that up. You didn't like it? You don't like that?
Not really.
It's Spanish. It's Florida.
Yeah, but Orlando is not Spanish.
Ah,
Orlando's Brazilian more than it's Spanish.
Yes, a lot of Brazilians, a lot of Puerto Ricans in Orlando. A lot of Puerto Ricans.
Okay. It's not in South Florida, though.
No. But I think we're kind of just, I think that's about it. That you can claim like the Spanish kind of stuff. Like once you get up to Jacksonville, I don't think we can call it like
well aware.
Clásico del Sol.
Yeah, that's Georgia South right there.
Yeah, we're Georgia South up in these parts up here. But let's talk about. I love the color contrast.
It's so good. I will say that.
Purple and pink. This one goes the way of the pink.
This one does. Finally, after 2 tries this season, the Herons beat the Lions. Orlando City goes up just before halftime. Why are you making that smile? Why are you making that smile?
I am an unrelated Heron incident.
Okay, unrelated Heron incident, but
High school football. Hamby knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Nice job, Hick.
Orlando City goes up into the half. Inter Miami pull it back really late through a Leo Messi penalty kick, and then a fantastic 1-2 back and forth from Messi and Jordi Alba. They eventually put the exclamation point on the end to make it 3-1. They move on out of the East. Now, out of the West, the winner of the West determined where this final was going to be played at.
And where is it going to be played at?
Seattle at Lumen Field, because the Seattle Sounders defeated the lowly, LA Galaxy.
Oh,
which
no. So had the Galaxy won, it would have been in Miami.
It would have been in Miami.
And you would have gone?
Probably.
For the prestigious
Leagues Cup.
It's at this point, it's a League Cup because the other league got knocked out entirely before the semifinals.
I'll have to pull out.
It's a singular league. It's one League Cup.
I'll have to pull out the video on maybe next week's show of Inter Miami and Messi's first game as an Inter Miami player at the Leagues Cup. It was his first ever appearance, and he scores the free kick super late. But I think this is a big deal in the sense that these teams qualify for CONCACAF Champions League. So there's a third place game being played between Orlando City and LA Galaxy.
Winner of that
also qualifies for CONCACAF Champions League. So The 2 teams in the final have already punched their ticket for next year.
Makes sense that it'd be Seattle and Miami
Yeah.
to represent the MLS.
And then LA can kind of save their season a little bit here if they can qualify for a CONCACAF Champions League, because that comes with extra money and potentially more player signings. And so it will be interesting to watch that third place game, but I'm really excited for that first place game. Those 2 teams both represented MLS in the FIFA Club World Cup, so a lot of good talent around both sides.
At no point have I ever said I'm excited to watch a third place match. I don't know. I know you're saying
you're not a sicko like me.
I'm
Stuart.
not. I am not.
It's still a good matchup. You got Royce and LA Galaxy versus a very hot Orlando City team, who's just down the street.
Soccer's the only sport that does this, right?
A third place games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
I know
probably.
I guess Olympics, some Olympic
yes.
events. So like tennis in the Olympics will have a bronze match, and like fencing
Soccer
and
will.
wrestling. Well, yeah, but like all the sports that, it's a bracket format, will need to have one.
Curling.
Including curling.
Shout out curling.
Yes, shout out curling, Lewis. I love the curling myself as well. I remember we had one of the USA gold medal curlers came to Jacksonville after they had won in the Winter Olympics. I have him doing an ID where he pops on and says, "You're watching Action Sports Jacks," and I'm a curler that you've heard of at some point. Good times.
You want to talk some college soccer now?
Let's talk some college soccer now, man.
Okay.
I mean, look, I go by the chat, and if the chat says shout out curling, we got to talk about curling.
Okay, good.
Right, Daniel?
I just don't want to miss out on some of these games that are happening today. There's a lot of games
And
going
rugby
on
as well,
today.
Abigail. Yes, rugby has a third place match too. Okay, around college soccer, let's go. North Florida college soccer. We got a match day. Oh, Hamby.
Go Dogs.
Hamby.
Number 13 in the
Okay,
nation.
UNF headed up to Athens. Man, they have scheduled tough to start this season.
They have a really tough schedule.
Because they played Florida
Yes.
last week.
Was their last matchup.
Yeah.
So they go on a little bit of a run here before the ASUN gets started.
I
But
wonder if their pay games like the men's basketball team has to do. Are these squads getting compensated for going up?
I
to
would
these
believe
games?
so.
Maybe not to the same extent,
Yeah.
obviously, but hopefully. And that's something we've always talked about with UNF, by the way, of trying to fill that budget simply because they don't have football. The football being the main revenue sport for most college athletics, you have to find a way to balance those books, and that might be a road trip to Georgia.
Hey.
Do what you got to do.
And then if you want to do a little UNF doubleheader, you watch this on
Okay.
ESPN Plus tonight as well.
Oh, late night.
UC Santa Barbara. Both squads out west, JU and UNF out on the West Coast
Okay.
this weekend. But UNF was with another tough opponent.
They gave one away in their last one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they led 1-0 late. Who was that against? Was that Villanova? No, was it somebody else? It was somebody northern like that.
Oh, this is bad for my story.
See who gets there quicker. Who's going to get there quicker?
Marquette.
Sorry. Marquette, not Villanova. Yeah, they led, and that was coming off of a huge upset.
Yes.
So, a week ago, we previewed
Yep.
that matchup against Marky Hrvojevic and the Wisconsin Badgers, UNF men's team, picking up a huge win there. They go and score in the 84th minute to take a 1-0 lead against Marquette. 34 seconds later, Marquette equalizes on a penalty kick. Okay, that wasn't 34 seconds later. That's not enough time to have given up a foul and then a goal.
You don't think so? Off the kick.
But it was a penalty kick goal. It's what it says on the
You don't
box
think a
score.
guy drove all the way in?
Even so, you're not doing all that in 34 seconds.
I guess so.
Come on, timekeeper. Accuracy. Jackson Reinhardt, by the way, nice goal for
Some poor SID.
UNF. I'm just saying there is no legitimate way that they scored a penalty kick goal 34 seconds after giving up a goal.
Yeah.
It can't happen.
Understandable.
Okay. So good luck tonight against Santa Barbara. Is that the Gauchos?
Yep,
There?
it
Yeah.
is. It's a fantastic logo.
Okay. So in Santa Barbara, California. They're way out there. By the way, road trip. Sunday they'll be at UC Irvine. So back-to-backer out in California for the Ospreys. Do they have a fun nickname as well? So obviously, you know, the basketball team is the Birds of Trey because they shoot a lot of threes. I donned the softball team with its nickname, the Birds of Clay.
Which is fantastic.
I was the first one to come up with that.
I believe.
That was on Twitter. Still waiting for a shirt, UNF. Send me one whenever you make one. Little Birds of Clay shirt. Just saying. So what do you think? What's a good soccer term that rhymes with Trey or Clay? Because it's got to rhyme now, right? You gotta play off of the other ones.
Finger on the spot.
This is your homework. Okay, let's do this. Let's do homework. Come up with a good nickname.
Okay,
we'll figure one out for UNF.
I will. And really, if we're being honest, one of the matchup I'm most excited about is this next matchup.
All right, next one. What do you got?
It's JU versus FAU. You got
a
lot of Armada.
A lot of connections in this one.
In this game.
FAU, by the way, ranked 22nd in the country.
Very good.
Led by Sebastian Zettel.
Yep. And
the mighty Burrowing Owls.
Oliver Muller-Jensen is also still in that squad.
Yeah, former Armada standout. Played for us a couple summers ago.
Yeah, so a couple Armada ties down there. And Sekanina, obviously, between the sticks for the Dolphins. So
who do you pull for? Do you pull for players instead of teams? But you're also the voice of the JU men's soccer team.
I'm pulling for JU.
Okay.
I love to see Sebastian Zettel get a goal, though. So I will say that.
So
I will say that.
2-1 JU goal for Zettel.
Exactly, and maybe like a Sekanina save, like a really nice Sekanina save.
They probably need to make a save if they're going to beat them.
It's a very good squad.
Down in Boca Raton, the mouth of the rat, taking on the Burrowing Owls of FAU. All right.
Yep.
And one more. You got the JU women as well.
Yeah, no graphic, but I figured we'd shout it out. They play Troy in Troy, Alabama.
One guy named Troy?
One guy named Troy.
the school, Troy.
Troy,
Alabama.
They just lost to University of Miami, but had a big win versus Georgia Southern just recently. So
the JU women.
Yes.
All right. Good stuff. There's a little college soccer. Edward Waters as well, getting their season ramped up. I believe I saw their home opener still a couple weeks away, so we'll keep an eye on the Lady Tigers as well, playing down at the Glove, Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. Shout out to the home field from this past summer. So keep an eye on college soccer here in Northeast Florida, and if you have anybody you want us to spotlight, let us know. At Stuart A.S. Jacks, that's where you'll find me on Twitter, or just jump in the chat. Got the chat going, talking about curling and rugby and the Mariners, and we do need to talk about the Grimsby game. But we're going to do that after a break.
Okay, cool.
So let's.
I was going to ask though.
What if I was going to take a break?
Yeah. I was going to try to segue us, but you're good.
Well,
take the segue.
I see you working.
He's working over here. I like it. I'm a big segue guy. Shout out to the segues. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk World Soccer, as mentioned, the Carabao Cup. Do we care about it? We'll tell you. Coming up next, right here on Fleet and Footy, on the Action Sports X. Look, they got an Ospreys hat in here. There it is. Whooping it up. We got to come up with a good name, and you got your BK.
Come on.
School you
go
didn't
Crusaders.
Go to. Tomorrow night, game of the week. Bishop Kenny University Christian. We'll see you there for that one. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be right back on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
Looks like the rain has stopped down in downtown Jacksonville. Nice little sun shower going through the city as we take a look at the stadium site.
And the historic East Side neighborhood.
Yes, sir. Looking good.
It is looking good.
All the roads are torn up in the central section. I think those light poles have to come down next. And then we see where we take it moving forward.
Yeah, I don't know if those light poles are still providing electricity to anyone now, right?
Probably not.
I would imagine not.
But it's like right in the middle of where the field's going to be.
I
So
know.
something tells me they're not staying there.
Maybe I'll go out there one day and I'll chalk out a field or where the field's gonna be on the site. We'll get the overshot. I don't know how we would do that, but
you would need a tractor.
No, you think so?
Yes. How big's a field? You want to chalk it out with like a walking thing?
I'll find something at Patton Park to chalk it out. And there's a robot, actually. There's a robot now that does it.
The robot's not going to work in the dirt. I can.
You don't think so?
1,000%. I can tell you that robot is not going to work.
It works on the luscious grass at Patton Park. I will say that
right.
It works very well.
It's not going to work there.
I know, but I think it could go all terrain. I'll buy an all terrain one or something. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Use your imagination, folks. It's a long lost art in this world today of using that noggin up there. Use your imagination to know where the field's going to be. And hopefully we'll get some new renderings for you soon and can show you those and get more excited.
Yes.
All the excitement, building towards the future. Quite literally, building. And away we go. All right, let's talk about the world of soccer. Obviously, the headliner has to come from yesterday. And I know because Goffey was blowing it up on the Twitter feed. I don't know if you follow. Goffey not pleased with Manchester United.
Yeah, Goffey either tweets about his Pro Player podcast or Manchester United. So it's far and few between. There's a lot of complaining going on. Grimsby Town actually go up 2-0 in this Carabao Cup match. Really early on, are up 2-0 by 30 minutes in. Then the new signing, Brian Mbeumo for the Devils, scores in the 75th minute, and then Harry Maguire ties it up late. There's Mbeumo right there, who ends up missing the final penalty. This game goes all the way to penalty kicks. It goes all the way to 12 penalty kicks. Grimsby wins it 12-11 on penalties. Happy. But you know who's happy? Is this guy right here. This is Sacha Baron Cohen, obviously, but this is Norman Butcher from the movie Brothers Grimsby, if you haven't seen that movie. Fantastic movie.
I sheepishly in the break have said I have not seen the movie.
And this is finally the one time I get to call Stuart out for not knowing a movie or not seeing one, because he loves to make movie references here on the show.
I enjoy a good reference on the show, as you all very well know. But yeah, I will have to add that one in there for Sacha Baron Cohen's sake. And you said he's a Grimsby fan in said movie.
He's from Grimsby. He's from Grimsby.
Where about in England is Grimsby?
You're testing my knowledge.
It's in the English part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The English part.
Yeah. But significance, obviously, of this, it's a cup competition, much like the U.S. Open Cup here in the States. And Grimsby, a 4th level team in England, taking down, obviously one of the giants of the game in the Premier League, at least last couple of years notwithstanding, in Manchester United. Up north, says Abigail. Thank you, Abigail. So up north is Grimsby, as opposed to Manchester.
I guess that makes sense because I think they do it a little bit more regional.
In the early rounds. Yeah. Makes sense. But obviously, a huge win if you're talking about a 4th division team. That'd be like the Armada beating an MLS team in the U.S. Open Cup.
That would be.
Right?
I could only dream, Stuart. I'm dreaming of that day.
Let's dream.
I'm dreaming of that day,
Let's
Stuart.
Dream away, man. Nothing wrong with a couple little dreams here and there.
And you know who else was dreaming? The NWSL was dreaming to get this kind of a crowd at a game. I mean, we see it in Europe all the time at these European stadiums, but now NWSL breaks the record over here in North America for attendance at a game, 40,000. Which is pretty cool. It happened at a baseball field out. What's the baseball field out there in San Francisco?
I don't love that it's Oracle Park nowadays. I don't love that it had to happen at a baseball stadium.
It's a gorgeous baseball stadium.
Yes, it is for playing baseball.
This is true.
And we got the image of it that we can show you, and you can see exactly what I mean. Because anytime you play in a baseball stadium, it throws off dimensions of the pitch.
Did you feel like you were calling an Armada game last night?
Yeah, I mean that was the cool thing was the first time I'd called a game of any sort.
This is basically your angle, right?
From this angle, a little reversed. It went to right field.
I mean, that's a gorgeous view
to
watch soccer.
I mean, it's great. Yeah, now there's no threat of a ball going into McCovey Cove from the soccer field here. It would have to be ridiculously off the mark to make it to McCovey Cove. That, of course, being the bay of water there out in right field.
Maybe like a big clearance from the keeper off of this side. Boom, you just got to get it out of there. So players charging you.
There is no scenario where the ball is going.
I would love to see
Cove
it.
Here.
I would love to have seen that.
But of course, big shout out to the NWSL for thinking outside the box and thinking inside the baseball stadium.
And they keep breaking records.
Yeah. Keep moving it forward. You even see the baseball diamond. That's what you always see it with the grass here,
Yeah, last weekend they broke the women's world transfer record, Orlando City, and this weekend breaking their own record in the States, over 40,000.
For a women's professional soccer match.
Yep.
Yeah. So very exciting stuff there for the NWSL. High level of soccer here in the United States, the top league when it comes to women's soccer. So very cool stuff there from the NWSL. And we got a little more NWSL news.
Yeah, it's kind
involving
of a
local player.
Yeah, Morgan Brian Gujrat.
I think it's Gotrat.
Gotrat. Yeah. Morgan Brian was a lot easier to say back in the day, but just recently married.
Yep.
So shout out. But
you can go MBG if you want.
MBG, I like that.
Like we do SVG for the NASCAR stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, MBG.
MBG, local legend here. The women's game.
From St. Simon's Island.
St. Simon's played some ball at JFC. Recently winning the NWSL with the Orlando Pride, with another little local legend, Carson Pickett.
Yeah, they're like best friends.
Yep.
So I feel like Carson's going to be sad about this news.
I feel like she was. But I saw an interview with Morgan, and she seemed fairly happy about the move to Newcastle. She'll be going to Newcastle on loan from the Pride for the rest of the year, I believe, until December. And
got a shot of her in that Newcastle jersey.
It's pretty cool to see her move across, across the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and play for a really historic, brand as Newcastle is.
Yeah, I do think it's really cool to now see some of these movements, right? You see players bouncing from league to league like you would in the men's divisions, but to see it happening with some of the top stars from the NWSL, like Morgan Brian Gotrat, to be able to take her skills overseas, where the game is heavily supported over there as well.
It is.
Especially in England, France, Spain, all those countries are really upping their game when it comes to the women's professional ranks. So somebody from right here in Southeast Georgia in our viewing area to have that opportunity is pretty cool. So shout out. Morgan.
At St. James Park. Look at that. That is a really cool shot.
Yeah,
That just
that's a good
really
one.
is to see someone coming from this area and doing big things overseas.
All right, let's talk a little international soccer, shall we?
Yes.
U.S. men's national team with a little roster reveal.
Yes.
What stands out to you for this roster for upcoming matches against South Korea and Japan?
Yeah, I think what stands out once again is the lack of European players in the squad and the abundance of MLS players. You got Pochettino calling up a lot of different names. There's a lot of names missing on this list, but, we're in the middle of a European season. Isn't necessarily the most important games to the United States because they're already qualified for the World Cup, but we're getting there. We're only 11 months away, I believe, from the start of the World Cup. So we're getting close to Pochettino figuring out his final squad. As you can see here, some of the clubs that these players come from. That picture there on the left is of Alex Freeman from Orlando City, who's had a breakout year this season, coming through their academy.
Now, you still do have some overseas players. I mean, you look at the forwards down there. Southampton, not the golf club. AC Milan, Norwich City, Marseille, Club America.
Yeah, Josh Sargent has been doing really well for Norwich City. Been on fire recently. I've been scoring the last 3 games, I believe. Damian Downs scored one in the Cup recently, and Christian Pulisic had to be in this squad after all the call-outs recently. I don't know if you've seen
heard of that guy.
The recent controversy
What do you mean?
over him and some of the U.S. men's national team players calling out Pochettino and, not talking too highly of him. And the reason why I bring that up is because you don't see a guy like Yunus Musa in the squad, who is also very vocal about his displeasure with the U.S. men's national team former legends as well as Pochettino. And I think this is going to be a big deal. I keep getting less hopeful and less hopeful about the U.S. men's national team squad as we approach the World Cup, but this is going to be interesting.
You also included the Canada roster. What made you want to talk about them?
Just because, they're the boys from the North. They're right there. There's a lot of MLS ties within their squad, and honestly, this Canada squad
taking on Romania and Wales.
Yep, looking very dangerous.
Friendly season.
Yeah, friendly season, but lots of MLS. But then you got the big names in there: Jonathan David, Juventus, Kyle Larin still sticking around, all-time goal scorer for Canada. Tajon Buchanan, who's tearing it up for Villarreal, just scored his first couple goals over in Spain. But I do believe the margins in CONCACAF have gotten really thin now between the United States, Mexico, and Canada. All these squads are, I think, very, very similar.
All of them gearing up to host the World Cup.
Yes, and so these are all friendlies. Yeah.
Yes, as one would expect.
Yeah. Well, you never know with all the tournaments. You never know, Stuart.
Could be the Continents Cup.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
The trifecta cup between the.
Why not? All right, so we have reached that point in the show where we wrap this thing up, and we do it with everybody's favorite segment. I know it's Lewis's favorite segment. It's my favorite segment. It's the Weird Soccer Story of the Week. What do we got, Lou?
Amy, you have to go through quickly these pictures,
Oh,
but
boy.
this is Garu, FC Garu out of Liberia, the 4th division side. I had to bring up this logo because
Is that a gavel?
there's a PNG gavel, Stuart.
Or just a PNG gavel?
And a PNG soccer ball, which I love the PNG gavel, but had to bring that up.
All right, we did not hire a graphic designer. Go on. Next.
Now the next picture is of Eric Godpower Marshall. He is the youngest known player ever
What's
to
that middle
appear.
name?
Godpower
Okay.
Marshall is the youngest known player to ever appear in a professional football match. Stuart and Hambone, can you guess what age this young man is? If you go to picture 2.
I am going to say his jersey number. I'm going 11.
Okay, Hambone.
I'll say 13.
Smart, Stuart. It was 10 years, 11 months.
Oh, almost on
just
the money.
before
All
his
right.
11th birthday.
This is in Liberia?
He broke the record when he made an appearance.
All right, so we got
in
video
April
of it.
2021. This is some video. I figured
right.
we go from the tallest player last week.
Yeah, we did that
soccer
last week.
Story to the youngest and possibly one of the shortest to play on a soccer pitch.
How do you feel if you're a grown adult going head to head, or I guess head to chest, with this little duder out there on the field and probably embarrassing you.
Yeah, I read some interviews, and he said that sometimes the other players are mean to him, so it did make me really sad.
Did he say it like that?
That's like how I imagined him saying it. He looked,
All right, we got that video, Hamby, because we want to see this young man in action as we wrap up the program here on Fleet and Footy. As you can imagine.
Weird Vid 3.
As you can imagine, the titling is always great. This little guy just putting on a show. There he is. Yes.
Look at that. Little back and forth.
Okay. All right.
He's decent, man. He's decent. This is found footage. Come on.
This is against adults.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Fleet and Footy. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll have another great show coming up for you